What is going on, everybody? Jumbo Thick here. We are back with more Emberfell Whispers from the Stars, our 5th edition D&D campaign that we've been running for quite some time. At this point, we're almost approaching the 100th session. That will be next session, will be session 100. Maybe something special will happen. I don't know. We'll find out. Regardless, though, I'm, of course, your GM, your DM for the night, Jumbo Thick, joined by the rest of the Rogar's Roughnecks, the White Scale Band. And if we want to do some brief introductions before we go elsewhere, how about we start with Jumbo Smooth?
Hello, everyone. I am Jumbo Smooth. I play Rogar, son of Amu. He's a dragon-born barbarian. We're level 13 now, I believe. So very interested to see what happens next in the story.
I'm interested as well. How about the lovable Double D, Dan Decker?
Hey, it is Dan Decker playing Rizar. Rizar is a Nazimar, huh? Currently looks like a hobgoblin, though he thinks he is just beautiful, huh? Right, yeah, wow, wow, that means like close to episode 200. That's absolutely nuts. That's crazy. Yeah, as I was saying earlier to the folks, we are always in a pickle. So here we are in yet another pickle. And I want to just shout out Rogar's Roughnecks. I was actually going to call that out tonight, and you did it for me. So thank you very much.
There you go. Let's slide on over to the cat. That is Kayla.
Hello, everyone. It is I, Velree. Yes. This is my new form. Yeah, I'm a barbarian, Dampier, but sometimes I look like a cat. And looks like we've left off in a pretty good battle.
Yeah, nothing bad can happen from here. Yeah, let's slide on over to Alan,
Yeah, Tristan, Varel, High Elf Time Wizard. If you've been around for this long, you know.
You know.
If you know, you know.
You know, we know. You know what you know. Last but not least, Andrea.
Doing Bardrell and level 5 exhaustion right now. So, yeah, ready for this. Let's do this. I can't escape. Someone drag me with you as we run.
Forgot about the exhaustion.
Oh, I did not.
I'm sure you did not.
All right. Well, with that, let's delve into tonight's episode. All right. Last we left off, the White Skull Band has survived their encounter with Sensu the Serpent, as well as a deep dragon and its minions. The party interfering in some deal that was being made between the two. However, not quite quick enough to stop one of the captured deep delvers from being bled to open some kind of sealed vault in this strange pseudo temple-esque building that you had found deep in some forgotten city in the Underdark. After the dust had settled with your enemies slain, a new wrinkle appeared in the emergence of one Kezan Thunderstrike, the blind wizard, whom demanded a item from Tristan Varel, specifically the Orb of Tyndallers, and several other maps and other things you may have had in your possession. You attempted to flee, to no avail, ultimately exposing yourselves to the abominable entity, the Key in the Gate. Something that may linger with you, even now. You then decided, in desperation, to give the man what he desired, only to then spring into violence, as is usual for our party. You did, however, ultimately slay him, but not before he was able to call on his Eldritch Truth and open a portal to his allies that spilled out to fight you. Some of said allies being strange creatures that you had previously had dealings with before, as well as some kind of zealot-like individual that you also dispatched relatively quickly. But with the main threat destroyed, we were left with just... Where are you? There you are. With just a handful of individuals left. You'd already dealt significant damage to 5 of these black chitinous armored creatures with almost like scythes for arms, strange appendages growing out of their backs, and an elongated skull. 5 creatures. These ones, the slightly larger ones, warriors. And we are picking up mid-combat. So, we finished the first round, which brings us to the top of the second round. Already, make sure you guys got your sheets up. We're just resuming. We're just getting right into it. Top of the round are the warriors. The warriors go before everyone, unfortunately. And the warriors are... Well, let me roll for them, just because of what's happening. That's not good. Okay.
Can I ask what the battlefield looks like currently?
Okay, so currently you guys were in front of the massive stone... Well, it was actually more metallic vault door. It was gargantuan, somewhere around like 30 feet tall. Round in structure, and just kind of had rolled away after whatever ritual or whatever key was used to open it. It's a smaller space. You're looking at well, I say smaller. It's probably like a 30 by 30 room that you're in. You have the hallway behind you that led back towards the main temple area. Currently, you have a dead adult dragon, because once you killed the dragon, he reverts to his normal form, which is going to take up a big portion of the leftmost side of the room as he reappears in his gargantuan form, minus his head that Rogar chopped off. There's also Lord Thunderstrike's body, dead on the ground. But other than that, there's nothing. This room was relatively bare of ornamentation outside of the large door. There were 2 kind of like glowing braziers that were lit with that kind of like pink purplish fire. And that was that. So that's pretty much what you guys got originally. The tunnel that would opened up, or the portal that was opened up in front of the vault door. So they kind of just spilled out right there. Trist had already arced lightning across them. The creatures are not doing very well. Regardless, though, Zune is also not doing very well. Thumbs up for Zune. The rest of you had a very treacherous fight has taken place. You also slew the acolyte of Thunderstrike. You actually butchered him almost immediately as soon as he emerged. And that was that.
Okay.
That's the battlefield. So the creatures, you watch as they look disjointed at first, as the portal behind them collapsed immediately as soon as Thunderstrike was killed. And they are going to move and then dash past all of you down the hall. And that's the end of their turn.
Maybe can attacks of opportunity, or
if you'd like to take attacks of opportunity, you guys can.
I'm good. I'm fine with letting this infest be under dark.
How you feeling, Rogar?
It's gonna be a problem later.
I just didn't want Zune doing it.
No, hell
doing
no.
an opportunity. Okay.
I can't lift my arms. What am I gonna do?
If anybody would like to take an opportunity attack, you are more than welcome to if you'd like to, against any of the creatures as they are running by. They are all 5 of them are fleeing. 3 of them look heavily wounded where Trist had almost killed them.
Oh, I'll take a swipe just for spite.
Okay. Give me an attack roll, sire.
Yeah. Flame time, sing time.
Oh shit! I forgot.
Oh, critical hit.
Oh no!
Critical hit, and it is fire damage, correct?
Is it ignited?
No, ignited? I didn't have it ignited. Mm-mm.
Oh,
I mean, it's a bonus action if it,
Yeah. Go ahead and ignite it.
It's a reaction. He can't bonus reaction. It's a reaction.
Maybe I'll allow it this one time.
Actually, he can't do that.
So go ahead and roll damage, and we'll double it.
Roll that damage and double it.
That definitely hits.
That's going to be 10 plus 4, so 14 points of damage.
All right. Is that doubled already?
I rolled a 5, so I doubled it to 10, and I added 4 for my bonus. Yeah. So
okay.
14.
Yeah. Well, I'm saying we're going to double all of it. So.
Oh, all of it. So add another
18.
4, so 18.
18.
Yeah.
That is enough to kill one of the creatures. It was heavily wounded already.
Very good.
As you slice into it, Resire, as it runs past you, its passive ability, it burns, will take place. And you are
because it's got the acid crap.
You are going to take 3 points of acid damage.
Yeah,
Resire, as you slice into it. But
because these are intellectually distinct and totally not xenomorphs.
Indeed. And Resire slays one of them before it's able to. He kind of like tries to rush past him, and he cleaves it in 2 as it runs past.
On instinct. Almost.
Does anybody else want to?
Nasty creatures, huh?
Opportunities? Anybody?
Not an opportunity attack. I might shoot a lightning gun once it's further away.
Okay.
But yeah, that'd be about it.
Velree? No? Maybe?
No, I don't feel like getting burnt.
All right. Well, that's the end of their turn. They have a not a significant movement speed when they're not in their hive territory. So they only make it about halfway down the tunnel. They make it about 60 feet. If you remember, this was a 100-foot tunnel or so. So I'm going to say they make it around the halfway mark. And they don't appear to be like turning around or anything. Next up is Resire. It is your turn.
Well, if they do not appear to be any more of a immediate threat, I will reserve my action until we decide if we're going to chase them or what is next.
Okay. Do you want to hold something?
Yeah, I'm going to withhold an attack.
Okay. What kind of attack?
Just my sword.
Okay.
Basic
now,
melee.
If we're doing this because we're still in combat, they would have to run back towards you for you to get an attack.
Well, I'm not going to catch up to them because I've only got 15 feet of movement. So
it's true. You can hold a cantrip. As long as it has a 60-foot range, they'll be.
I do.
Range.
Yeah. Well. Yeah. Sacred Flame.
Yeah. You can do that. I mean, you could hold a spell too, but if you might lose a spell
then you burn
slot.
the slot. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Well, shit. If I can hit them from 60 feet, I'm just going to go ahead and use it.
Okay. Yeah. Let's go and do it. Dex save.
It is a Dex 17. Yeah.
Dex save. They actually have a decent save, but I don't know if it's going to be that good. It's a 15. That's a fail, Resire.
That is a fail. That is. So here comes the 3d8 Radiant. That's a low roll, but take seven burning lights.
It's something. All right.
The mistress of the blades.
Yeah, kind of like a radiant blade kind of appears and slices into one of them. It's still moving, but it is hurt. That's going to be it for Resire.
That is me.
Rogar, it's your turn.
If I can still see him, I'll probably take a few pot shots with my lightning rifle.
Yep. definitely, for now.
All right.
I take it you're not like pursuing. You're just going to take shots from
No.
where you're at. Okay.
Yeah, like Rosire, I don't have as much movement speed as I usually do, so.
Okay. Give me an attack roll then.
All right. First one is going to be 2 charges.
All right.
That's really low. 12.
Do you have now? This might be hard to remember. Have you gotten any bardic inspiration?
I'm not sure. I don't know.
Saying it might be good.
I know I had received it a couple times during the last fight.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't remember if I had spent it or not.
Let's just go ahead and you just go. I'll let you roll it. It's fine.
Oh yeah.
Now I will say they have a relatively high AC.
Okay.
For what they are. That's
Okay.
gonna 22. That'll be enough. Yeah, that's definitely gonna hit.
All right, so I'm gonna roll 1 and then roll another one.
Okay.
That's 11 plus 3, so 14.
14 is just enough to destroy the one that Rosire casts his cantrip at.
Okay.
Explodes like a sizzling gout of lightning.
Fire another.
All right.
Another 2 charges. That's all.
Yeah.
A little bit better. 15.
15's not going to be enough. It misses.
Right.
Unfortunately,
misses.
Sorry.
Misses. Sorry. That's my turn.
You beat for Rogar. It is now Zune's turn. Zune, would you like to do anything?
Eldritch Blast.
Eldritch Blast. Has somebody picked Zune up off the ground?
I just need to rotate my head in the direction you're at, right?
It will.
It just said I can't move.
You can't move.
Can't walk.
You're prone. You can't walk. So you will be at disadvantage for your attack rolls because you're prone.
That's fine. That's okay. Fine. I'll just roll the 3 attack rolls.
Just go ahead and just go ahead and roll them.
So, 1. That's a fail.
That's going to be a fail.
Let's see a second. Should I bother?
That's also a fail.
That's going to fail. And whatever this is.
That would hit.
Roll one more to see.
Yeah.
Nope.
That fail. 3 fails, 3 Eldritch Blasts. Zune is laying face down and kind of like tilts over.
Just
kind of like barely hums
fine.
out his little Eldritch Blast tune.
You guys have got this.
Misses wildly.
Going.
Tristan Varel.
Because they're running away, I would just hold a first level spell.
Okay.
And if it goes to waste, it goes to waste.
Okay. What are you holding?
It's Chromatic Orb.
Okay. What's your trigger?
If they turn around to engage again.
You are insightful enough, Tris, to know that they don't appear to be doing that.
No, I didn't think so.
Yeah, they look like they are fleeing, almost as if perhaps when they walked through the portal, you would have seen a almost regimental control that is now gone, as if perhaps somebody had dominated their minds in some way and is now dead. So they're just kind of loose right now, and they are base creatures, not super intelligent.
Yeah. Any other thing I would do would be to just kind of like lift Zune up.
Okay, you kind of like walk over to Zune and kind of like pick him up. But is there anything else you'd like to do? Is that going to be it?
That will be it.
Okay. Velree.
If I have any javelins on me, I'd like to do some target practice.
Do you have any javelins on you? You tell me.
I have at least one, you know?
Of course you do. Pull that javelin out wherever it comes from. Go ahead and give me an attack roll.
Yeah. Okay.
You can't go reckless with these. You remember. Yeah. 12. That's gonna miss. I'm sorry.
Okay.
You can throw another one if you'd like.
Oh, okay. 25.
That will hit.
All right.
Damn.
11, yeah.
11 points of damage. pierces into the creature. As it does, you watch the acid that it uses for blood accost the javelin that is stuck in its body as it continues to run. And you are -1 javelin now, Velree. As it is now the creature's turns, and they are continue to run away. They are going to pass through the opening of the far tunnel and then disappear somewhere. Unless you guys are pursuing.
That's going to be the end of 120 feet? Am I safe metal?
You do not see them anymore.
Okay.
They are gone. For all intents and purposes. Unless you guys are pursuing. That's all I need to know.
No.
We can't survive pursuit.
No. Okay.
No.
We can chase them down if we wanted to.
Yeah.
As you
You
hear
should have to drag me down.
the screeches of the creatures begin to the shrieks of pain and confusion begin to die down, and everything begins to get very quiet. The layers of dust have settled finally in this ancient forgotten city, and you're left looking at a yawning open portal. So what are your guys' intentions at this point? Do you want me to describe what's inside, or?
This is like a magical portal?
No, it is not.
You're just talking about the door.
Yeah, the door. Mm-hmm.
Okay. I mean, if we can see it from this far, I don't want to like just run in immediately.
So,
but if we're like next to the dragon and Kezan,
yeah, you guys are kind of right there.
Yeah.
Depending on what you guys are doing, I will say from this vantage point, from the center, you can tell that the space is vast. Zune has the best dark vision out of all of you. And Zune, you don't see the end of the room. Now, what you do see are what can only be described as a large open space with absolutely no form of light. There are carvings and runes on every surface. The floor, there are these massive stone pillars that kind of are in pairs every 30 or 40 feet or so, Zune. You see a pair of them that are lining what you're assuming is probably a walkway that you cannot, that is, if it was carpeted or anything so long ago, it's been eaten away and gone. All you see are the stone surfaces. The air wafting out of here smells stale and old with antiquity. There are, well, I can't describe much else other than that. Now, there are accompanying statues between these pillars. The first set, you could probably see okay, but the rest of them, you would have to walk into the room to see them better. The statues appear to be humanoid in their likeness, but they stand somewhere between 15 and 18 feet tall. The ones closest to you look elven, lithe, beautiful, while others further look different, even though you're just kind of seeing outlines, you're not really getting the full picture. But yeah, that's what you can see for now. Unless you guys decide to building to the room.
Rogar, drag me forward.
I'll walk over to Zune. Yes, Zune. I'm going to take a potion of healing and pop it in Zune's face.
Don't waste too much. I can only heal it halfway.
I know, but it's just a potion of healing, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So
10 points.
Well, that's 10 points. Yeah.
Beautiful. 4 points away from my max.
Thanks. I'll pick up Zune and put him on my back. And does someone want to just check the Lord Thunderstrike?
Oh, could someone get his head for me, please? Thanks.
Yes.
Thank you.
I'm gonna walk over, grab the head of Thunderstrike and the dragon, and try to put it in the bag.
Did you chop his head off?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure we did. I put the knife, I think, down, or the sword, like, on his throat.
That's right. That's right. Okay. I remember you chopped the dragon's head off. That's going to be a little hard to get into the back. It's a full-size dragon.
This was a deep dragon, you said?
Yes, large.
There were multiple body parts we needed from a deep dragon, right?
I don't know. Maybe if you guys wrote them down, maybe you'll.
I got it down,
that
so
was.
I just gotta find it. All right. We're almost 100 sessions. There's a lot of notes here.
I'm going to use my last spell slot to cast Comprehend Languages on Trist.
Okay.
Because I'm very curious about that room. Making an assumption that he even wants to go in that room right now. So.
I don't know. What do you want to do, Trist?
Trist, there appear to be some rooms and statues of elves, and there's something else in there, but it's not. It doesn't seem to be an elf. They seem different.
As long as there's no monsters in there.
A nightmare gland.
Sorry. A nightmare gland. Let's see if you can harvest it. It will be difficult because the nightmare gland is in the throat that you chopped in half.
No regrets.
No regrets. No regrets.
What should I roll?
This would be survival.
All right, I'm gonna roll a disadvantage because I'm fatigued.
Yes, indeed. That's
you
9. Are. 9.
Powerful.
Rogar, you've hunted and skinned and dressed an animal before. Never a dragon though. This is a new experience for sure. You walk over to the. I mean, and it's a thick neck, round. You're looking at probably like a 5-foot circumference. It's massive. Maybe not 5. Maybe like 2 or 3 foot circumference. Regardless, though, it's big. It's big.
Mm-hmm.
And you're like, and you're not exactly sure what you're looking for, but then you realize as you prod it a little bit, and you kind of like get your hands into its neck cavity, and realize that what you're touching appears to be some kind of something quite interesting. So I need you to make a wisdom saving throw, Rogar.
Okay.
As you expose yourself to its nightmarish essence.
11.
Rogar, you take 11 points of psychic damage.
Oh.
You can no longer be afraid because you've already saved from its fear once before.
Yes.
However, as like a wave of fear spikes for a moment. Your heart bumps for just but a moment, and then you calm down and you realize that you see this almost like purplish viscous fluid leaking out of the stump where its neck's been severed from the body, and that might be the gland that you needed, Rogar.
I'm gonna put it in the bag as much as I can.
You take the ruined gland and begin to shove it in there. Maybe they can use it. You never know.
Best I can do. Exactly. I'm too tired for this. I guess.
Give you a nasty look. You're tired, Rogar?
I am. As Zune is on my back. Did anyone check Kezon?
Checking Kezon. I do not need to roll a D100. Different game. I'm assuming investigation?
Yes, investigation check, please.
Oh, wait. Do I need to roll a disadvantage?
You do. You have exhaustion.
Yeah.
All of you have at least 2 points.
I think we're at least one. At least one.
At least one. Yeah.
18.
18. Pretty damn good. As you kind of move over to Kezon, and I'll say this is happening while Rogar's digging through the dragon's neck.
Yeah.
Rogar. Yeah, you look at him, his body, his head just kind of laying there. There was a cloak. It's still attached to his head, even though it's separated from his body. The cloak is a tannish color, black in some places, and it is covered in a multitude of eyes, unblinking. They look, they are pictures of eyes, Zune. They are not literal eyes, if that's what you're thinking. But regardless...
Out of character accented.
Okay. They are, and the cloak appears to be unharmed, even though Rogar cleaved through this man's body. You see that the robes that he was wearing are tattered and destroyed, but the cloak looks intact, meaning it is probably magical in nature. You also find a description of this. You also find where are you? Hold, please. I have to find it now. God damn it. Here it is. Okay. My computer will keep up with me. A completely silvered dagger. It looks interesting, to say the least. It has an interesting pommel. It looks like there's a space in the pommel where the blade meets the handle, and it looks like there's almost like a miniaturized, pressurized glass orb containing a galaxy spinning within it. There's definitely something unusual about it, Trist, and the dagger itself isn't just like a straight dagger. It's got like a strange curves to it. It looks bizarre in nature. There's also a red gem set into the base of the handle that has some kind of strange rune chiseled into it. There's also, of course, his spell book that you find, Trist. You pull out and you see a relatively well-to-do looking iron embossed tome that functions as his spell book. It looks modified, but you've probably seen similar books on anybody from the Iron Battery that you've come across. But another find would be that you discover what appears to be a leather-bound journal. Now, I can't remember. No, you did not. Trist has never seen this journal. Some of the other party members may have seen this journal. As written on the cover, it or on the inside page, if you were to flip to it, it would say property of Captain Arbag Swiftstride. Now, I also need to note that there is a red gem set into the spell book that also has a identical rune to the one that was on the dagger.
Triss has comprehend languages. Does he understand what the rune says?
It's spell craft. It doesn't like say a word. Now, Trist, are you going to attempt to identify any of these items, Trist?
Not right now.
Not right now.
That would take. I mean, it would take time.
Yeah, you gather these items and kind of lay them out next to the headless corpse of Kezan. For one, you would also notice that Kezan's head, his face was bandaged over with these bandages covered in like strange glyphs and spell craft. Some of them have come loose and are unbound, as if whatever was keeping them still no longer exists. As they slip free from his face, you see that he does not have eyes. There are vacuous, empty sockets. You could just see the flesh of an empty eye socket beneath each of them, and there are old singe marks around each socket, as if he was horrifically burned at some point. And as that tempting thing takes place, Trist, you watch, or you hear specifically a crunching sound as the gems set on both his spellbook and the dagger crack and then explode outwards in powders of dust. And as they do, both the book and the dagger instantly vanish.
Well, that's not great.
Spellbook.
The spellbook and the dagger instantly vanish, and you hear a voice, Trist, in your mind. Well, congratulations on your small victory. We can still work together. This isn't a definitive no. Just know that I have information that you might want, and you have items I need. Perhaps you're more of a necessary component than I initially realized. You have certainly proven your mettle in battle. If you won't give me what I seek, perhaps we will aid one another. Study those maps you have. Find the ship. We will need it if we want to get to Kadath before the Black Pharaoh rises. And you would recognize the voice of Kezan Thunderstrike.
Have I heard Kadath before?
You've heard mentions of Kadath once or twice by other people, I believe.
All right.
Did I misunderstand? I thought Kazan was dead.
You're looking at his dead body, yes.
Okay, cool.
And only Trist report, right? The rest of us.
No, this would be considered a sending spell. Or message.
Just anyone that killed him was coming. Great. Okay.
That's noted. I believe Zune is wanting to go through this portal now as I gather everything up.
Do you respond to Kezan's message?
I don't respond.
No response.
I give like a
Very well.
What was that, Trist? Some sort of runic magic.
Yeah, I'm assuming his items did not want to fall into the wrong hands, so he booby-trapped him with swords. But not this one, as I hold up the captain's book.
Yes. The journal and the cloak are still there.
Yes.
The journal. He retrieved it from us in Port Dorona before all of your time.
Well, he's had it for quite some time.
He has.
Well,
Could you clear me? What's this about a journal?
I do not know its contents. I did not know our party had it. But he took it from us very easily. And he left. That's all he required.
Well, we'll look into all this a little bit later once Zune's able to walk on his own.
Zune, do you wish us to continue on to the inside this tunnel, or should we rest?
I do, but I make poor decisions, so because I want us to, we should probably stop here.
It's up to you.
I really want to go in. Oh my God, it's so tempting.
What could be the worst that could happen, huh? We should go through.
Stop, Resire. Do not ever put that into the universe. Why, Resire?
What could happen, huh? Nothing bad has ever happened to us. We're all still here, huh?
Who remembers all this?
Having literally died.
Resurrected, Resire?
Hey, you know what is no big deal, huh? Death is just a transient state, huh?
You started out as a goblin, Resire.
Oh no, I am the same I have ever been, huh? It is the exhaustion that has you confused, Azul.
Remember that time you released a demon and it killed a bunch of people?
Did that happen? I don't know. Did it?
Okay. Yeah, maybe I'm just maybe
What
it's just
are portals
the
to
boss.
hell between friends, huh?
This is true.
That's your truth, Zoom, not mine. No.
No, so many perspectives, huh?
Okay, I will yield to the party. I want to go through this portal, but I will yield to the party's better judgment.
Anyone else? Opinions?
I mean, that's 2 votes already.
2 votes for yes.
Yeah, I mean, I'm team chaos every time.
Pillar interest.
What's the worst that could happen?
Ah!
There you go, man.
See, that's what I'm saying, huh? What's the worst that can happen? Now, Trist understands.
I will say this, Trist, your passive perception is quite high. And Zune did cast comprehend languages on you. So you would recognize that there is, I would almost consider it a warning written in strange, though you recognize the language and can read it, it would be like reading Old English. It might be difficult to pick out the meaning at first. Essentially, there's a warning written on the vault door that's kind of like rolled to the side. And it states that only those of our blood may pass.
Oh.
Oh.
That's just 2 of us. Yeah, we might have to hold up on this one because I believe only the elves can go through this door. As I look to Zoom.
Wouldn't that be 3 of us?
Do you
You're not
count anymore?
considered an
We don't
elf.
know. I mean, we
Yeah.
can find out and see.
I don't think
Well,
that
test that
that's the
theory.
way you want to find out if you meet the criteria. I've seen that episode of Stargate. You're not fooling me.
Okay, then we will.
Trapped by Thor's hammer, not this guy.
Set up camp here, I guess.
Is your
we do need
mansion
we do
still
need a rest.
available or
Unfortunately, you cannot partake in the mansion
no?
tonight.
Why?
No!
Ahmed, slide
Conference
up.
call.
I blew that load to kill Kezan.
Oh, that spell slot is gone.
Why?
You need a mansion so you can get the mansion back, and we don't have a mansion, so
Mm-hmm. So you're gonna have to,
we're sleeping in the cold.
you have to go old school.
Yeah.
Yep.
Bed
Because-
rolls and tent stakes.
We're too bougie for this now.
It's been,
Well,
it's
what-
been one day.
You've had a
I was
taste of
about
how
to
the
say,
other
what
half
day?
lives.
One night in the mansion.
It was one night. It was one night.
I looked. I don't have anything that could remove a level of exhaustion from you either, Zune, or I would do it. But none of my spells.
I'm just
do
gonna
that.
Pass
You need a
out
really good
on
nap.
Rogar's shoulder mid
Mm,
Resire
that's a really
sentence,
good
just
nap.
as a spine.
Yeah, it's fine.
I mean,
it's
Rogar, no,
fine.
Rogar's cold, isn't he?
I don't know.
cold-blooded.
Has that been determined? Are dragons cold blooded? I mean,
He would be considered cold for sure,
He,
probably.
in particular, is
Right.
he's
He's a frosty guy.
yeah, he produces
Velree's dead.
ice.
Trist or Resire, one of you are going to be snuggle buddies tonight.
Mm.
I got you.
It will be platonic. I am in
Absolutely.
no
I mean-
state for those kinds of shenanigans. Yes.
Desire knows
for
not
the
of
for the
shenanigans.
first time in Zune's life.
No, for the first time.
This is like too
Not
tight.
in
Way
chat
too
right
tight
now.
for the Way too tired from the
No.
club.
I just can't this time.
Probably, I mean,
Yeah.
at 5 levels of exhaustion, if you could get that thing moving, I think you deserve to lose a level of
Impressive.
exhaustion.
It would be
Oh,
impressive.
God.
You should probably gain another one.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, probably.
Death by
Just
snooze.
die.
He died the way he lived.
It'd be glorious. when we
Naked
end.
and no.
Yeah.
As you, yes.
Are we? We're only able to short rest, right? Can we not? Can we long rest?
You will have to take time. You'll have to spend a few hours in here before you can perform a long rest.
Okay, we'll take a short rest then.
You can at least get a short rest for now.
Yeah.
Which no roll needed. An hour will pass and you will not be hindered in any way.
Take some hit dice if you need.
So if you guys want, if you want
yeah.
to roll your hit dice for your short rest, you can. Any abilities you might get back, go and do that. Does this change your decision to attempt a long rest now, or are you doing something else?
I mean, I would identify those items.
Okay, that's fair.
I'll leave the rest to
Man.
other people to decide.
That was a really hot dice roll. That was really good for hit points.
So let me pull it up real fast. You only got one item that you can find in our special link. So the one item that you take, it's considered a robe, not necessarily a cloak, but it is adorned in eye-like patterns, and it is known as the Robe of Eyes. Now this one is slightly off. Now, when you don the robe and attune to its nature, all wisdom perception checks have advantage that rely on sight. You now gain dark vision out to 120 feet, and you can see invisible creatures and objects, as well as see into the ethereal plane out to a range of 120 feet. However, the eyes on the robe can't be closed or averted. Although you can close or avert your own eyes, you are never considered to be doing so while you have this robe on. Which means that if someone were to, I don't know, cast the light spell near you, you would become instantly blinded. And you have to, there are rules for making a Constitution saving throw to avoid being blinded. It also prevents you from looking away from something. Like, I don't know, like if there was a gorgon around the corner, you couldn't choose not to look at it. You would be looking at it. This one also has the added benefit of being touched by Eldritch Truth. And it may or may not whisper to you secrets of the universe if you have it on your person.
Yes.
I hate it.
I think it comes with it's fairly well balanced. Hey, you can see everything.
Shit, it
and I
requires
do mean
attunement?
everything.
Oh,
It does
It
require
does require attunement. Yeah.
I'm gonna have to give it up.
Yeah, y'all tuned out.
I'm attuned out to things I need to be attuned to.
Well, you know.
I've got spot level, but I don't want it.
I was gonna say, your boy over.
But I don't want it.
Ooh, I'm all tuned out too. Dang it.
All of you bastards are. You know how many magic items I give you guys? And you always complain. Oh, there's never enough. There's never enough. You guys are dripping in magic items.
There's never enough, bro. There's
As
never
the
enough
kids
magic
say,
items.
we got the drip.
Zoom,
I'll
what's your
take
AC?
it. My AC is 16. Check.
Zoom's AC's not
17.
bad. Yeah, it's pretty good.
I have a ring of protection. That's the
Nope.
only item I can give up.
How would it help? Would it increase my AC?
It does.
It increases your AC by 1 and your saving throws.
All saving throws get increased by 1.
Okay.
Cough it up. How bad do you want the cloak, Trist?
It would be cool. I mean, my perception's pretty high, and the dark vision would be nice.
Yeah.
And
Seeing
I
a
wouldn't
Gorgon
mind,
would
you know,
not be cool.
I wouldn't mind things whispering to me.
Of course not.
I'm already borderline, insanity.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's
something we'll think about it. We'll think about it.
Speaking of which, I was going to ask you guys. I probably should ask before
we haven't had sanity points in a while.
Well, I was going to ask. I was thinking about transitioning us over to a different sanity system.
It's been a minute since we factored it in. I think we need to be.
We would drop scared. We would drop the sanity score entirely.
Yeah.
In favor of a sanity table. It's based off of wisdom saving throws.
I like that. I like that.
That's how it's all set up. I'm sorry.
It's interesting. I'm down to try.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's get crazy.
Okay. What was the other item?
The journal. That was it.
Now the journal is not magical, Trist.
Yes.
However, if you were to take time to study it, as soon as you open it, you would see that on the initial page right below Arbag Swiftstride's name, there are notes written in a very precise and astute fashion in shorthand, some of it. You can see that somebody spent a lot of time studying this journal in particular. And as you flip to the next page, you see that there is a cipher that has been written and already unscrambled.
Damn.
So that as if you were to continue to study this material, you would be able to suss out any hidden meanings that may be within this this journal.
Yes. I would be spending my short rest doing so. The remaining time of my short rest doing so.
Now it's a hefty journal. Do you want to start at the beginning, or do you want to blaze?
I'll always start at the beginning.
The beginning, you see that apparently it was purchased by Arbag Swiftstride to document a new endeavor that he was asked to undertake after his heroic efforts in Port Torona. If you will remember, all of you have seen a massive statue of this individual in Port Torona. It documents in particular a request from the Shogun himself, as him and many other people were quietly tasked venturing into the Thundering Summits to a hidden facility, masked towards the summit. And he documents that they wanted him as a ship's captain, as one of their best, the best that they have, to captain an experimental vessel that the dynasty said was pivotal to the future of the empire. You get a couple little notes and things of that sort about it. Not much, only that it's very important and it's very secretive. And that's all you get from the first portion. If you're going to want to learn more, you're going to have to study this in more depth.
Yes. Well, this book mentions a hidden facility up near where I'm from that this captain was tasked to go take part in. It's quite interesting. That's all I have time to read right now, though.
Do you have a lot of family up that way, Trist?
I do not. None in particular. My house was left abandoned up there, so.
How many days have passed since we were supposed to originally jump in on that meeting of the bad guys?
You have spent 2 days traveling downwards.
Yeah.
I still want to try to make it to Bill and Colin, to the meeting of the Mar.
Mm-hmm.
Rogon.
We are. We're still trying to make it, if possible. But who knows what lies before,
Yeah.
During the downtime, Rogar's going to be reading the Zune's mother's book journal.
Oh, I was going to be reading my mother's book. Guess I'll just read it over your shoulder. Oh, great. Just
Rogar's studying it for mechanical
Yes.
purposes because he's an overachiever.
I am.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just
But
gossiping.
also, he is, an alchemist.
He's
trying to learn.
So he has bypassed many of the more personal sections, and he's more interested towards the end, where it has intricate documentation on physiology and altering it in strange and bizarre ways.
I'm not a scientist.
Which may aid Rogar and, I don't know, increasing his constitution. Because he wants to be an overachiever.
Yes.
That's right. Forget how weak you are. You need to make sure you beef up that constitution, Rogar.
Zune's whispering in my ear, taunting me as I read.
Taunting you. As he lays over your shoulder, unable to
check that out.
Exactly. You'll never understand that, Rogar.
Rogar.
I mean, it's true. Isn't it written in Elvish? Does Rogar know
It is
Elvish?
written in Elvish.
Damn
it's written in Elvish. I mean, you get the gist of it.
Oh, Rogar, this would be a good one for you.
I get the gist.
Try to pronounce it, and then I'll help you. Just laugh and not help.
So, are we going to wait to take a long rest then? Yes, no?
Zune has to be able to move on his own.
I do have to be able to walk.
Yeah.
Triss could go on by himself.
I
can
bring Zune with me.
No, Velree can try.
I'm not some withered old man. I have a decent constitution.
It's not constitution check. That's a strength roll, my man.
It doesn't matter.
Oh, it's strength.
We can make it both.
With my luck, we wouldn't be the original elves. We wouldn't be elfy enough for it, and it would just kill us both.
That'd be fantastic, wouldn't it?
It would be fantastic for you.
Like never-ending story. Some Sphinx asks you some questions.
All right, my money is on the long rest, given the warning. Please.
I would probably. I am very curious, but Zune probably would have needed. It would be nice to presume to walk in with Tristan. At least that, and have a little more cushion of exhaustion.
Yeah.
Let's get that rest.
In that case,
it's immediately time.
In that case,
also fully armed Trist.
Okay, you guys are going to be spending quite some time in this room then, unless you want to go somewhere else to perform your rest.
I feel like this is as safe a place as any. I mean,
Rogar would definitely be liking to take his spare time and harvesting as many resources from the nightmare dragon as he could.
Of course,
alchemical and
Yeah. Why don't you make me another survival roll, Rogar? Let's fuck this up some more.
Shit, bro, let's do it.
At disadvantage. It's a disadvantage. I don't even have to. It's going to be bad. I'm sure.
I know. 12. Above 10.
It's not horrible.
Yeah, thanks.
It's not great, but it's not bad. That's not bad. With that, I'll say that you're definitely able to harvest 2 of the claws, which are they're a good size. They're like the size of like a short sword. You're able to harvest 10 teeth. Let's see about the eyes. Only one of the eyes is able to be removed.
Okay.
And as far as scales are concerned, you find 9 scales that you're able to pry off intact. And this takes hours for Rogar to do this.
I'm sorry, you said 10 teeth, 2 claws. The tail, you said?
No, the eye. One eye,
9 scales.
1 eye,
9 scales.
9 scales. Now, if you want to go in for the heart, that will require a separate roll. It is a very valuable piece.
Oh, I'm going, bro. Disadvantage. I've got this. Oh, that's a natty 1. That's 6.
That's a 6. Natural 1.
Oh,
6.
You stabbed the heart.
Rogar's peeling off all the stuff, and he realizes, he goes, the heart.
The heart. Of
course. And he just like shoves himself into like an orifice. He begins to pull himself in there.
And orifice, Rogar.
He gets lost. He gets lost inside the body for a little bit. You see him make like a hole, like sticks his sword out. He's like,
reminds me of the great mammoth of the north.
He's in there swallowing around until eventually he just plops out of one of its many holes. That you guys have either put in it or that have naturally existed. I'm not sure which one it is. You tell me, Rogar.
What's that mean for? Have I come out?
He comes flopping out, and he's holding something.
Oh,
and like, that Ace Ventura thing again.
He flops out, and you go. You say, "Damn it!" As it's just like like a humanoid's head that was in its gut that he got into instead of its heart. Way off. And then. That's it, Rogar. I'm sorry. Plenty of dragon meat if you guys want to eat dragon tonight. I'm sure it's completely healthy to eat this.
Rogar's cousin I don't.
I will also mention, Rogar would know this from exploring inside its guts. It has copious amounts of strange and bizarre fungal growths that comb throughout its body.
Foul inside. So it's very cool.
I will say it is rapidly decaying, like faster than any body should.
Perhaps we should burn it at some point, just.
as long as it doesn't attract other things.
I don't know. We don't know what it will turn into if we allow it to progress the way it is, though, huh? It could be much worse than what we have here, friends.
We probably have the night at least, you know.
Oh, okay, Rogar. It is
your
band after all.
Things decaying.
Justin, would you mind cleansing me of this ichor?
This precipitation. What's the point of all these heads that we're gathering? Are we gonna mount them on a cart and?
Dude, very good point. We could have such a seance tonight.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
I was inspired watching you, constantly talk to corpses, and I know you need the heads to talk to them. And I just have a lot of questions for my family.
I don't want to talk to them. I mean, if you want to talk to your mother.
Not really. Not right now. Maybe later. I need to think about that. But I was thinking, Kazon, that might be an interesting conversation.
Yes.
My mom.
Let's talk to the decapitated body of Kazon.
And the dragon that was whispering to you, you wanted to keep that one too.
Yeah, well, I mean, that's mostly because someone else wanted it, and I felt slighted. And I'm nothing if not spiteful, Trist. It's a family trait. But maybe I'll feel forgiving at some point, and I might lose it near him. Or make him feel bad about probably killing his name. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what happens. We'll see what the future holds, Tris. I just know someone else wants it, so it might be a good bargaining chip.
We're going to start reaching into the bag, start pulling out heads.
Yes. If we're doing this, I need you to line them all up in rows of 2s. I need 6 candles.
Oh my God.
Well.
Imagine
start pulling out
coming
stuff.
Down,
I'm trying to remember all the heads
launch a rescue mission.
We have the head of the dragon, the small dragon.
Yeah, let me get my list. Hold on.
We
have a lot of pets. I have the mom's head. We have Zune's mom's head. We have several siblings.
Yes.
And
several siblings.
Not my dad. Right. Except for the one sibling whose head I exploded, and the my dad, whose head I exploded, but everyone else, I think we just got the heads.
Ooh, Triss' girlfriend is that on there too?
No,
is that one of the
We
heads?
do not have her head. I tried to leave with her head.
That's a damn shame.
Yeah,
it's a damn shame.
Damn shame.
Taken away. I think there was someone else. Hang on. So we have the dragon heads. Let me pull up my inventory.
And he was in like he looked like a dragonborn, but he was a dragon.
Yeah, he looked a bit wonky.
Oddly enough, when he was decapitated, he did not revert to his normal state like he should have.
Well,
And he's
great
still
news is
talking.
that we're still here with this big ass dragon, so we can talk to his head.
Okay.
Yeah. So I kind of drag his head over there too, you know.
Missing teeth and shit.
Yeah, you've harvested quite a bit from it, but yay.
It's gonna have a weird lisp. Like, hi.
Yeah.
What are we gonna do, Triss? Who are we talking to?
Do you want to do this all at once, or are we doing it one by one?
Who are we talking? One at a time. Who are we talking to?
Well, let's get our questions straight first. Who do we want to ask what? I really haven't had time to really think about what I wanted to ask who.
Kezan.
What do we want to ask him?
You get five questions.
Oh, Gnarla. Holy crap. Gnarla's kidnapped.
Yeah, where's Gnarla? You know, that's a good one.
Yeah, that's a cool
one. What does he want with Triss Orb? What are his objectives? And then we'll feel out the rest.
Save
How
Martha.
tell you, bastard,
Where's
you know?
All right, so it's Kezan first, I believe. They wanted Kezan.
Yes, please.
All right, I do the thing. Kezan.
Okay, and you start
Comes to life.
You start to try to bend reality around the
10 minutes.
Head of Kezan. You take 10 minutes. Something feels off, Trist. It's almost as if this man is dead, and his head does not move.
Trist, what's happening?
You would know, Trist, that the nature of the spell work that you are delving into, you're more talking to the person's soul than you are their body. If their soul exists elsewhere, it cannot be pulled to speak to.
As I struggle. It's not working. There's only one assumption that means Kezan is not quite dead.
How is this possible?
Start stabbing at his head a little bit more. Just
what if someone else has laid claim to his soul, huh?
How does that work?
I don't know.
I'm not the religious type.
I mean, you know.
Damn it. I'm going to kick the head as far as I can.
Yes.
Strike one. Who's next?
What about okay.
Would you like to talk to your mother, Zoom?
No, not right now. Thank you.
Or any of your
you seem very
siblings.
eager. In a bit. I need some time. I need to think on it. Let's see. How about the dragon? We could ask what exactly this room is that they just opened. This portal is before we step into it. I mean, if that sounds like a ludicrous idea, we don't have to.
Bring the dragon's head to life.
Okay. You begin to rework your ritual on a much larger head at this point. As the time passes, you watch as the flesh begins to become less rigid, less torn apart. And it takes on the image of what the dragon's head looked like in life. Almost like superimposed over the corpse. As if time is being twisted and warped. The head sits up. There's a strange glow in its eyes. It awaits your questions, Trist.
All right, you guys get 5 questions. What do you want to ask them?
That's one.
Get what this portal does. But ask it in a better way so that it doesn't give a ludicrous answer that is very obvious. Trist, use your big brain.
Where does this portal go?
The dragon begins to speak. It is a vault.
What's in the vault?
Oh, what's in the vault?
He's gonna say treasure, goddammit.
That's all he did. He said a vault of treasure. That's it.
Oh.
Mm.
What do you know of Sensu?
Treacherous serpent. Powerful.
2 more.
Ask it to explain what's in the vault, or does it have to be a question?
It has to be a question.
What were Sensu's plans?
Plans were her own. We were to make a deal. She needed something within.
What kind of treasure is in the vault?
There are many treasures of a bygone era.
It goes away.
DM question.
Well, that was 4 questions,
Yes.
right?
Yes, Rogar.
He went through the vault,
No,
correct? He didn't? Okay.
it was
Okay.
open. That was it.
Okay.
Ask him what he specifically was after.
You got one more question.
What were you after?
Since you promised if I brought her bauble, she would teach me the proper way to make my kin whole.
That's fine.
And he drifts back to the slumbery death that you inflicted upon him.
Need that hit anymore?
Nope.
You could talk to it in like, I think, isn't it like a week?
10 days.
From now? Yeah, 10 days
We
from
could
now if
shove
you want to.
into our bag of holding.
It's
Massive dragon head.
it's big. It's not going to fit in bag holding.
Damn.
We can talk to the other dragon head or Zune's fam. I think that's all they have.
I don't think we have to. I think the other dragon head's going to be kind of weird. Well, let's try it. I haven't pulled it out. I've been too scared to look at it, to be honest. I'm going to drag the other head out and flop it. It's probably still writhing around and talking.
As soon as you put your hand in there and grab a hold of the head, you begin to pull it out. You hear it's whispering as soon as the head breaches the surface of the sack that you have it in. It's babbling incoherently.
This is why I'm afraid to deal with this.
It has not decayed in any way.
Is this normal, Trist?
I don't know. I don't know much about dragons.
Is this normal, Rogar?
Not as far as I know.
Well, every time I've looked in the bag, it started whispering at me, so... Comprehend languages, does he know what it's saying?
Oh. Who you gonna cast that on?
I mean, Trist already had it on him.
Okay.
It lasts for like an hour. I don't know how long I've been down here.
It's gonna be more than an hour by this point.
Okay.
It takes quite a time to identify all this stuff.
Yeah.
You can cast it again if you'd like.
I don't have the spell slots. I'm just gonna tuck it back into the bag.
Was this the dragon that was part of the clan that kicked Rogar out when he did his duel?
This is the dragon that the dragon that Zune had relations with was hunting.
Oh yeah, that one.
And you killed it.
It's the one that dive bombed us.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, it blew up our cart?
Yes, blew up the cart.
Oh.
You killed it, took its head, and Velree's boyfriend, or possibly, who knows what he is now, was sent to claim the head, and you pretended you didn't have it, and then he probably went back to his death.
We're the heroes.
What would you like to ask it as I bring it back to life, if it needed to be brought back, since it's apparently speaking?
Trist,
the
you can
hell
tell
is wrong with it?
As you're looking at it, Trist, it's not dead.
No.
And it's continually whispering. So much so that
it's insane.
Anybody within a 10-foot radius can give me a wisdom saving throw at this point.
Damn it.
So,
and that would be all of us, wouldn't it?
That's going to be some of you. Let me go.
I'm at disadvantage, right?
Let me go and pull up the rules for this now.
Yeah. Did everyone? Did we anger the
20's
dragon?
my low roll.
Yeah.
Angered
something.
I was hoping to set booby traps on the door for when we take a long rest, so I feel like I probably wasn't right there.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair.
Doesn't want to take part in our seance?
No.
No. Not if it brings death. Hold, please. I must find my table of delight. I gotta get past all this stuff. So this is going to be the book I'm referencing for our next campaign, if we ever get to it. Figured this would be a good time to test it out. All right. So, what level are you guys? You guys are level 13?
Yes.
13.
Probably about to be 14.
All right. That determines the difficulty of the check you have to make. All right. It needs to be a... Okay. Difficulty... All right. Got it. All right. What did everybody get for their wisdom saves? Rogar, 12. Tristan, 24. Zune, 20. Zune. Well, it was
I rolled at disadvantage.
Yeah, at disadvantage, got a 20. Rosier got a 15.
Yeah.
Okay, the DC is 15.
Awesome.
Rogar failed. Rogar, roll me a D100, please.
All right.
Yes, this is a D100 table.
Dragons are probably susceptible to madness, apparently.
55.
55. You realize that your hands are blasphemous tools, Rogar. Roll me a D10 now.
Well, my mom used to say when I spent too much time. Oh wait.
8.
I think the 8's actually good. It is good.
I don't know what that means.
Boy, no, it's not good. It's the bad.
Oh,
the higher
no,
you roll, it's
that's
bad.
It's bad.
So as the whispers begin to reverberate through your mind, Rogar, and as they do, you realize that your hands are just tools of
butchering that dragon.
death.
All they do is kill.
You shouldn't touch anything. You drop anything you were holding, and you can't hold any items or grapple any creatures for the next minute, as you've been afflicted with a short-term madness.
Just short term. No problem.
Everything I touch turns to dust and dies.
Rogar's not acting normal, as the rest of you...
Rogar, would you like the Cloak of Many Eyes so you too can see the Eldritch Tree?
I forgot. You can add your intelligence bonus to these saves. in particular. It's for a sanity save.
Ah.
So you would actually pass, so you don't have to worry about that. Yeah.
My hands are fine. Fine.
Damn it.
Hands.
Turns out I'm
Just
fine.
hands.
Just I have no idea what that was about.
Who am I kidding? I'm Rogan. These hands are great.
There we go.
Yeah.
Are you going to leave the head out? Because we can do this again.
No, I'm gonna shove it back in the bag.
Okay, you put it
Fine.
back in the bag at this point.
Throw it away.
The whispering stops. It ceases as soon as you close the bag and pull it taut.
Well, then all that's left is your family. You want to have this session unfold in front of everybody.
Please.
I feel like there's some shit you need to work out.
Yeah, I think a lot of it got worked out back at the mansion.
I feel like we have more questions than answers from your actions in that mansion.
Yeah, it's complicated. Family's complicated, Trist. Surely all of you know this. Unless we want to dive into all of your histories with all of your families, which I am happy to do since we have all this time to kill. No? No one wants to talk about it? Okay. Well, then I guess we can all go take a nap, Trist.
I will talk about my family.
I remember the day I was
I am
born.
Rogan, son of Amu.
Okay, okay. Rogar, refresh my memory. Your dad is a dragon.
He is.
His
Amu.
name is... Thank you, Rogar.
Mm-hmm.
Not sure you're aware.
Actually, who is your mom? I mean, I feel like we've had this conversation before, but...
Also, Amu.
Also Amu.
Oh, God. So, are Dragonborn born from eggs?
Dragonborn are not born from eggs.
That was racist.
It was, and I feel bad now.
It's racist.
Everyone's like, ooh.
We're not lizard folk, damn it.
I don't know if Dragonborn are.
I don't know
I
how
think
dragons
they
are
but-
born.
Point of lore, they are hatched from eggs. They are usually like created by a sire dragon, but they are hatched from eggs.
Not in this
Amu?
universe, goddammit.
Not in this universe, though. Rogar has a dad, damn it.
He does.
I got that.
And a mom too.
I do not know my mother. My father took many forms.
How do you know he's your dad? I mean, if you don't know your mom, did your dad birth you? I don't know dragon biology. I am so sorry,
They're
Rogar.
like
I'm not trying
My
to
father
offend
did
you.
not.
You're
My father did not birth me. He
Trist
delivered
point,
me
did he?
to the tribe.
Delivered you?
Are you making a joke soon? Is this
No,
a story of
I'm
my
just-
life of you, Zero?
Keep going, Rogar. This is
It
very
does
interesting.
greatly, Rogar. It's a
You
break
are
from
a
my
clown. I'm not a
life.
clown to you.
So, Rogar, your father, you don't know your mom. Your dad delivered you.
I will say, in a similar way that I believe you have said you copulated with the champion.
I don't think he got me pregnant, Rogar.
I just said copulated.
That's true, but I mean, I'm not sure how me having sex with...
In a similar way, my father can transform into different creatures, taking on forms more pleasing to other species.
He catfished your mom. I'm sorry.
I do not know
So
what that means.
Rogar's his own grandfather is what we're trying to say here.
Rogar, how do you not know who your mother is? I'm sorry, I'm trying to wrap my mind around this.
My father brought me to the village. Did not say who my mother was, no one I don't think you understand the dynamics of my clan. One does not simply question Amu. You do not go up to him and
That's
say,
fair.
"My lord, my God, who is this child? Where is his mother?" These are not questions that cross my clan's people. So I was
Only from
delivered
your
and
mom.
taken care of. Not all of my clan are direct descendants of Amu, but
Aren't you curious? Aren't you curious about who your mom is?
I am curious, but her discovery, me finding her, will not help my village.
Side quest. Zune is very fucking nosy and is going to find your mother. But all right.
I know your mother is. She's right there. What are you talking to?
Ready to talk.
Rogar, too soon.
That was cold, though.
That was very cold, but he is a white dragon.
That's
So.
true.
Dead,
He is a cold dragon. Speaking
right.
of personal.
Yeah. Well, I look forward to meeting your father. I think. Unless he's your mommy dad, your dad mom. So Trist, what did you say about your family?
They're all gone.
Like gone, or like I don't want to deal with them gone, or like they're lost, or like they're dead?
One is lost. The other two are. I don't want to deal with them gone.
That's fair. That's cool. All right. And
Did
Resire.
you say your sisters work for the battery?
Last I heard,
sisters.
yes.
How many sisters?
2.
What are their names?
Hold, please.
It's okay.
You don't have an elaborate sheet like
it's not elaborate, but I do have it written down.
Just because
a 10-page document that I can reference.
You asked a lot of questions, and I was like, I don't want to shortchange them.
I love it.
Their names are McIntyre and Reba.
Reba.
Right. Just because Zune has 10 generations of genealogy as part of their backstory is not a bad thing.
And I loved every moment of it.
With fantastic names, by the way. I was very impressed, Andrea. Kudos. Bravo.
No.
I won't tolerate this backstory shaming you're going through.
My oldest sister, Zune, if you must know, is Elrian. My middle sister's name was Ellison. And in case you're also interested, my father's name was Elduin and my mother's name was Talinia.
All right. And is your mother still
youngest. Alive? No, she is not.
This month. Okay. So if we go to the, what is it? The Thundering Mountain. Are we butchering that?
The Thundering Summits, Zoom.
Thundering Summits. Sorry, I'm trying to be rude. So if we go there, will we run into any of your family?
I highly doubt it.
Okay. So I'm assuming your dad is lost then?
Yes. He has disappeared.
Any clues?
Now that's why I have my little book. That's got his spell work written into it, as well as things he was working on. Seem to involve time travel.
Okay. All right. Well, I'm finished being nosy tonight. Thank you, everyone. That's a lot to think about. Okay, so you're all missing different relatives. This would be interesting. Rosire, I have a lot of questions for you, and Velree, I think we have our talks. I think I need to take a long rest.
You do need to sleep, huh?
That. And let's see. Eeny, meeny, miny, moe. Not to make this weird, but I do need a warm body. Please.
I too will
cold,
take
okay.
I will take a rest
cuddle.
with you. Azun, I will keep you. I will keep you company. Keep you
good
safe.
going with the hobgoblin.
Yes.
I am not the
lay
hobgoblin.
next to him.
What did he turn into?
I am a hobgoblin. I look like a
happening?
hobgoblin, huh? I am not. I'm much more beautiful than that.
On the inside.
I'm beautiful. Rozire's just gonna pop off in his celestial form just to now listen here.
The wings come out. Yes.
Yeah.
The bladed wings.
Yeah, the bladed wings.
Like Castile
It's
from
getting weird. It's
Mhm.
getting weird. Zune's just gonna go sleep by himself. No. It's too weird.
Let's go ahead and do watches then.
Yeah.
I want to stay close.
Rozira will
Okay.
take a watch.
Okay.
Did I successfully booby trap the door to, have something go off?
Explain to me how you were going to booby trap.
Well, I was hoping you'd with that part.
With your intricate knowledge of booby traps and
It's
things,
like, boobies and traps.
do so.
They go together.
At one point, I thought maybe I could try and drag the dragon over there and make it scary looking, but then Rogar really fucked that shit up, so I don't know.
do you want to put the head in the entrance and face it that way or something?
Can I make it like a scarecrow? I don't know.
Sure. That's fine. That is completely believable. We'll say that between you and Rogar, you're able to drag the head over, and it takes up a big portion of the open tunnel. It blocks a lot of it anyway, and it's a dragon head, so maybe it'll scare something away.
You prop it up with some javelins, little puppet dragon.
Right.
But does anybody want to take first watch with Rozire?
Yeah, I can take first because I only need my 4 hours. So
You only need your 4 hours, huh?
I'll take either one.
All right, Tristan, Rozire, give me perception tests. I do believe you
Yes.
have disadvantage.
Yes.
Who? I don't.
You should have
Wait,
at least 2
Saving
levels
throws
of exhaustion.
and ability checks. Yeah.
Yes. It's a 9.
Wait, that's
Chris.
9,
ability
that-
check. Okay. Perception.
That's passing.
Perception. Not disadvantage.
Where
Please.
is it? Yeah.
You should put my clothes,
Yes,
bro.
sir. Hey, it's a 10 either way.
14.
14.
Not bad. Not bad.
Means it was meant to be.
Trist is more drawn towards the journal he has in his possession.
Yeah, swift stride.
He keeps
Well,
going back to it, and then he was like, "Oh shit, I can't be doing this right now." But his attention is divided, and he's not as attentive as he should be.
This guy lived a
Meanwhile,
cool life.
Rozire,
Hey, yes, of course. Huh?
much more focused. Rozire,
It's a thing to be, huh?
with the tunnel being blocked by the dragon's head, kind of taking up a spot nearby through one of the cracks. You only have 60 feet of dark vision, and it is quite dark until you get to the other side. But you don't see anything, Rozire. And your watch goes relatively uneventful.
Very nice. Very nice.
We will need at least one more watch.
I'll help take it.
Rogar. Anybody else want to join him?
Can help. I
You
can help.
will both give me perception tests at disadvantage.
Oh, that's a damn shame.
Yes, that's bad.
That's a 20 in there.
No,
It's our
sorry.
first roll.
That's all right. It happens. I mean, they're not terrible. 10's average. So you guys everyone's quite tired at this point. But Rogar and Velree, you kind of post up, maybe perhaps make some chit chat. Velree's probably salivating next to the meat that she stands on.
I'm gonna tell Rogar, maybe I could be his now.
He'd be his mommy now. That's fantastic.
I'll be your
appreciate
mommy.
I do not require. Thank you, though.
You very awkwardly.
Very
Hey, Rob, no, I could, Mom. I don't know my past.
It's true. You don't.
It's possible, technically, I guess. Rogar's pretty young.
As you guys are speaking, you do hear screams and clicking noises.
Oh God!
From down the that kind of like reverberate and echo. And you do hear noises coming from the inside of the temple structure that you went into. The cawing noises and sounds of things ripping and tearing.
Doomslayer? In the big room, right? The cathedral room?
The cathedral room, yes.
That's the one where he fought Sinsu and
yes.
the dragon.
Mm-hmm.
So about 60 feet from us. Not too far from us.
It's more than that. The tunnel you guys went through to get over here was 100 feet long. There was a 100-foot tunnel. Then there was a small kind of back room area.
Okay.
That was around 60 feet or so. And then you had the massive cathedral structure.
Okay.
Where you guys left a fair number of dead bodies that have attracted possible visitors.
All right.
That distracted.
I would like everyone to give me a stealth check, please.
This is bullshit.
Has our full rest taken effect now?
I will say because you guys drug the dragon's head and you've done some other things, can just make a straight roll.
Well,
that doesn't matter, baby. That's a natty one.
It's natural 1 for Rogar.
That's 7.
Zyre got a 13, I think, is what it would be. 12 for Zune. Natural 20 for Zune.
No, it's a 12 because disadvantage.
You don't have disadvantage for this. It was just straight.
Okay, my first roll was a 12. Okay. Then just 12 was my first roll.
All right, Velree got a 19. Quite good.
I missed it. Did we get a long rest?
Actually, no, you would have had better than that, Velree. You would have had a 25, I think.
Yeah.
Trist, you would have had a
15 or a 17.
Yeah, you would have had a 17. All right. Let me do a base perception check for the creatures.
So this is long rest or no? Or is this?
This is to determine if you get your long rest successfully.
Okay, cool.
Hear the noises, reverberating, the clacking noises. You recognize them as the hooked horrors.
Yeah.
Perhaps they have come back for more, feeding on whatever they can find. You all instinctively, specifically Rogar and Velree, who are awake right now, instinctively kind of get extremely quiet. Zyre, Tristan, Zune, still asleep, or in their meditative states.
Just cover their mouths and noses where they can't breathe.
As Velree slowly stealthily climbs over, puts a hand over Trist's mouth. She's got fearful, her fangs exposed.
It's weird.
The noises do not get any louder. And after about 20 minutes or so, things begin to die down. And you guys get a long rest.
Yeah, mercy.
That will be where we take our first break.
Take the break, huh?
Level up. Level up.
Oh, extended rest to level up.
This is bullshit.
Damn it.